aren't they starting already? With the jump? Well, actually, we'll just see whatever they give us. Hello and welcome back to another live stream brought to you by APN. Today, the Arcadia Apache badminton team is going to be taking on the Tigers of South Pasadena High School. Thank you for joining us on this lovely afternoon. My name is Natalie Samadi.
And I am Christy Wang, a member of the varsity badminton team.
So we apologize for the delay, but we'll now be starting the game.
So right now we have Emery Chang, our number 2 girls singles, and right now they're practicing against the South Pasadena number 2.
Now, personally, I'm extremely hyped for today's game. I think it's going to be really exciting. Both our boys and girls are going against the second-ranked team in our league, which is South Pas High School. So, Christy, how do you think Arcadia is going to do today, and what can we expect?
Well, South Pasadena will be tough competition for sure. In years past, Arcadia has always had some difficulty with them and has been a difficult opponent in terms of league play. For instance, last year, South Pasadena was one of our most competitive teams and resulted with a relatively close score. Our varsity came out on top 13-8, winning only with a difference of 5.
Yeah, I definitely think that Arcadia is going to play well today. However, it's definitely going to be an uphill battle for our players. Speaking of our players, do you think there's anyone in particular that we should keep an eye out for?
Yeah, for sure. Really, all of our players on varsity have undisputable skill, but particularly, I want to say boys singles number 1, Kevin Yu, and our boys doubles, Alan Wu and Arnold Ho, as well as our girls doubles, Caitlin Kang and Pauline Tong will be playing very competitive matches today.
Looks like Emery's game is starting off, so let's go to that.
And a nice smash by Emery. So far, the game is off to a good start, and let's see if she can continue with that. However, that was a nice drop by South Pasadena.
Let's hope that Emery can bring us another win.
Unfortunately, that clear goes out. Good idea, but unfortunate in its execution. Let's see if South Pasadena.
Great backhand. Looks like
able to use that. I would say that South Pasadena and Emery here are actually quite evenly matched.
Yeah.
A nice drop by Emery.
Great serve. Ooh, looks like that backhand drop was a little too high. Gave South Pasadena an opportunity to smash that.
And a good placement on Emery's part when South Pasadena is unable to return.
Looks like she drops it straight into the net.
Emery's serves are always very, very consistent. She's able to push it far back, and South Pasadena is not always able to return it as well.
Seems like there's not much net play so far in the game, but Emery is definitely very strong overall, like hitting the birdie to the back, to the sides.
I agree. There's not really much net play. I think that they're both taking advantage of the fact that both players will have to run farther because it is singles after all. And they're pushing it very hard to the back lines.
Definitely tires out both of them.
Nice serve. And that drop does not make it over the net. Nice drop by Emery.
Great placement, great thinking too.
point goes straight to South Pasadena.
Ooh, looks like that was out.
I think Emory's having a little bit trouble seeing the lines today because most of her shots seem to be a little bit questionable in terms of the line. And oof, that makes it right over the net.
Wow, South Pasadena unfortunately did not get that point. However, the player was definitely able to keep up with Emory.
Finally, we're seeing a little bit more net play. And yes, go Emory. Good serve. And once again, we see that those far clears going straight to the back.
Great cross court. You know, Emory has very good high serves. I've noticed that they're super consistent. She knows where she wants to place them. And they're extremely high also.
The only thing is that South Pasadena is really taking advantage of the fact that Emory has to really back up to return those clears. And I think Emory, because of that, is getting a little bit more tired. And finally we're getting some net play. Once again, another clear by South Pasadena.
Emory had some really great drives. Fortunately, that point goes to South Pasadena.
South Pasadena is actually really able to push that birdie to the back, and that's really working out for her part, but not so on Emory's. Good placement by Emory.
Great thinking.
Good drop. Really good placement on Emory's part. And South Pasadena was unable to return that.
We have some net play going on.
And straight into that net, and Emory gets the point.
Looks like that shot Emory was unable to receive.
I think South Pasadena is actually switching up their strategy. No longer is the straight. Well, nice shot on Emory's part, and that goes straight into the court with South Pasadena unable to return it. And we start off with another serve. This one goes long and clear, and straight into the net on South Pasadena's part. Very good placement. And we get another clear from South Pasadena, which Emory is unable to return. Yeah. That was a very good drop on Emory's part.
Looks like South Pasadena so far hasn't been able to show off her skills for the net play. However, she's pretty strong otherwise.
Good eye by Emory. She's able to see that it was straight out.
Nice placement. Just really looking for open spaces.
noticed about South Pasadena, number two singles here. She really is trying to make any opportunity she has to smash, but in any other type of hit or in terms of endurance, I think really Emery is able to show her strength in that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Unfortunately, that goes out. Another drop, and we bring it back to the net. But South Pasadena is unable to return that, so that point goes straight to Emery.
So, Christy, do you mind telling me a bit more about what kind of player Emery is?
Well, excuse me, but Emery is actually one of those new freshmen that she's has really brought that new skill to Arcadia's badminton team.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the past we've actually had a little bit of difficulty, especially with the girls' side. And this is especially impressive since our program is only 4 years old, and the fact that Arcadia in the past has already come out on top with league play and becoming champions of Almont League. It's especially even more impressive.
Yeah. Overall, I think it's super great to hear how well Arcadia has been doing, considering that we're a relatively new team, like you said, was only established a mere 4 years ago. I'm definitely really proud of our team and how far it has come, and can't wait for what the rest of the season holds.
And we're seeing a drop, another smash. Like I said
Great
before,
defense.
yeah. And that smash does not go over. Still, I think South Pasadena is really trying to use every opportunity to smash on Emery, but is really not playing as smartly, as intelligently as Emery is, making straight places, as you can see with that drop. They're really making South Pasadena run across the court. And I think that strategy is working since South Pasadena does seem to be getting a little bit more tired. And that was very good placement on Emery's part. And she wins the first set. Let's see if she can win another set. And we'll finish.
South Pasadena's player definitely looks very tired, very frustrated. Overall, she's been doing great though.
And now she's just taking a break before they continue on to the next set.
Looks like they're starting off their game. Looks like that just goes out. Looks like that was out again too.
And almost, but not quite. That smash is well received by South Pasadena, and she does get the point. Another clear.
Lots of clears going on.
But South Pasadena does switch it up by dropping.
Mm-hmm. think Emery could have gotten that, but I think she perhaps did expect a smash instead. Looks like that was barely in. Point goes to Pasadena.
Nice shot by Emery.
Again, it looks like South Pasadena's player is lacking a bit on net play. Emery is certainly a very well-rounded player.
And that goes straight into the net. Emery gets the shot. One thing about Emery's serves, it's very consistent, like I said before. And she has no trouble varying it up a bit. And that drop does go in. And Emery does serve again. Yeah, the score right now is 6-4. And that goes straight into the net. Another point for Arcadia.
Arcadia is definitely catching up quickly.
Making up for lost time. And Emery did open herself up to another smash with that straight clear right to South Pasadena. And South Pasadena varies it up. Another drop, clear.
Looks like that was out.
Good
Arcadia
eye.
gets the point.
Good eye by Emery.
Ooh, looks like Emery wasn't able to return that. Pretty good smash from South Pasadena. The birdie's now in South Pass court.
I do think that Emery needs to change up her strategy a little bit. She just keeps clearing, and it seems that South Pasadena is expecting that, moving farther and farther back to the court. She needs to bring it back to net play so that she does get a little bit more tired. And here we go. She clears it again and drops it. Very good placement by Emery. And that point goes straight to Arcadia. That serve did go a little bit too far. Good idea, but not so good in reality. Still, Emery has very good placement with her drops, especially. We actually don't really notice her smashing as much, and I do think that is very good strategy as well, because it does take a little bit more energy. And again, good placement, very, very close to the line. Singles is more different than doubles, especially in the fact that you have to guard both sides of the court.
Yeah.
And to watch even closer lines. Singles court is so dangerous, but it is
Definitely. There's no one else on the court. It's just you. You're alone. There's no one to back you up. So it's definitely much more intimidating and a much harder game.
I think it's even more a testament of Emery's skill when she's able to hit so close to the line. We can see that she really practices singles a lot, and that goes in once again. Another good shot by Emery. I think it takes like a lot of spatial awareness to really know where your opponent is. She's able to just see that she's in the front and clears it straight to the back. But that was unfortunately out. I mean in. And South Pasadena serves again.
You know, badminton isn't just a physical game. It's an extremely mentally draining game too. There's so much thinking that goes on. Where should the birdie go? How hard do I need to hit it? You know, things like that. which really make it a very tough game.
I think people don't usually see badminton as a very strenuous sport, but it really
Yeah,
is
definitely.
when so many of the players have to use so much footwork, utilize so much strategy, and really think about what the other opponent is doing on the other side. And we have another very high, oof. And that was very good on Emery's part. Clear and very good placement. But that unfortunately goes straight into the net after a very good rally.
Looks like she hit it a little too late.
Arcadia did try to make a comeback, as you can see, like a difference, and now it is 15-12. Earlier, we did see it was 6-10.
Yeah.
I think if Emery just pushes it a little bit harder, she'll be able to take this as a win. And another point to Emery. Arcadia does get that point. Another drop and straight into net, unfortunately for Arcadia. Unfortunately, if this continues, we will see Emery go to a third set. Again, good placement by Emery. Another good far court shot. South Pasadena was able to utilize the court close net play and just clear it straight to the back, and Emery was able to return that. And ooh, she misses that completely, and that does go in. South Pasadena starts off with another serve.
I'm still really rooting for Emery. I believe she can do it.
Straight into the net. We only see one more point until we see the set finished. We do have the third set, so we hope she can continue, but let's see if she can just make it. And she does not return that shot. We proceed to the next point. Straight into the net. Another point for Arcadia. We apologize for the score. We are double checking that right now.
South Pass player definitely looks very worn out. Arcadia is catching up quite quickly. Let's go, Emery. Oh, looks like that was out.
That does go out. And South Pasadena does win that set. We proceed to the third set.
Coach Stiles is talking to Emery, giving her a little encouragement, a little pep talk.
Once again, even I think by the final score, or the score as of right now, both players are extremely well matched, 1-1 for the set for the match right now. And I think as long as Emery keeps in mind that South Pasadena is not able to return all of the clear shots, she can come out on top with this game as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And now we proceed for the boys doubles match. This is number 2 with Timothy Chen and Gyumin Shin. that does go into the net for South Pasadena. One thing I want to say about this pairing is that they've actually been playing for a while together, and they're certainly not new to good partnership on the court, both on and off the court actually. And they really know each other's weaknesses and strengths, so I think they'll be able to really use that here.
Their dynamic is very good. You can tell that they get along. They're communicating.
When Guman does back up to the back up, then Timothy does take the front, and that's really good rotation and good usage of the court. And South Pasadena is unable to return that. We start out with the serve for Timothy, and that does hit the rim. Very good use of the court, very good placement. One thing about this South Pasadena pairing is that they always seem to be hitting straight to the player, not using the full court as they should. Hitting straight to the center, and it's easy, very easy for Arcadia to return that.
Like Timothy misses that, unfortunately.
They do need to communicate a little bit more on that.
South Pasadena fails to return that to Arcadia.
Good clear. Very good net play, cross court. As you can see that by the score, Arcadia is really being able to finish this. And I do believe they're on their...
Great skill from Arcadia.
And they finished the first set with a win for Arcadia. And we proceed to the second set. And we are double checking the score as of right now. Nice job by Guman, and straight to South Pasadena, but unable to return.
The South Pasadena players are certainly very skilled. However, I think Arcadia can also pull through and win this game. South Pass hits it straight into the net. There's a lot of energy on the court. You can definitely feel it.
Very good placement on Timothy's part. In some cases, just a drop is needed for a point. And that same strategy is used by South Pasadena when they drop to the other side. And they serve. Arcadia is definitely a little bit more consistent with serving. And Timothy has been actually, I think, serving for the last few points. And straight into the net. And I think consistent serving is really important to continue with the game.
Arcadia is definitely on a roll right now. South Pasadena is making a lot of careless mistakes, you know. They're unable to return a lot of the serves, missing a lot of the shots like we saw just now.
8-2, and this is the current score. Straight into the net for South Pasadena. Very good shot by Guman. It does seem that they're targeting that one specific player on South Pasadena. Perhaps that is because he's unable to return those really hard smashes that Arcadia is using. Straight clear to the back, and once again to his side of the court.
They're definitely, instead of hitting it away from the players, they're definitely hitting it towards them, which is another great strategy. You know, hitting it directly at someone is very hard to defend. Definitely seems like South Pasadena's boys don't have as strong as a relationship as Guman and Timothy do.
Good use of the court on Guman's part. Very good crossover.
Looks like that was in.
Guman is unable to return that. That's one of the first successful smashes that we've seen in this first set by South Pasadena. Usually they're not given even the opportunity to do that. Another shot by Guman. Contrast by that one shot earlier by South Pass.
Great defense by Arcadia. Very impressive.
Very good defense, yes. Arcadia does have more experience with footwork, and they're able to use the entire court. Rather than it seems South Pasadena is unable to use the whole court and really move around. I think that really works out to Arcadia's advantage because they can push the birdie anywhere they need to, and really makes them, South Pasadena especially, run a little bit and get tired, and that does go out. Let's go Arcadia.
Pretty intense rally. Someone accidentally came into the court while they were playing. You know, just kind of like Emery's game, we don't see as much net play here. Most of it is, you know, smashing, clearing, sending things to the back, you know, not much action at the net. Looks like it's game point. If Arcadia can get this point, then they'll be winning.
And they have won this. Both sets 2-0.
Another dub for Arcadia.
Very good win for Guman and Timothy as they continue their season. And we continue with Emery's match, third set. South Pasadena is really putting up a fight.
Definitely a lot of tension on the court, especially since this is the third set.
Nice drop, and that does go in. Good placement by Emery.
Both players are definitely fighting for the win. Let's see who will rise to the top.
Very good athletic ability, and that does go straight into the net. We can see that Emery did lose that match. Another point loss on the overall score for Arcadia. But that was a very interesting game to watch. It did go to 3 sets, as we didn't see anywhere else so far.
It's definitely very intense, you know.
Now we're back to court B, and we see Caitlin and Pauline, our number 2 doubles, warming it up. And actually, I just want to put this in here that Caitlin is our senior, one of our seniors returning from the team, and she is actually the captain this year, along with Kevin Yu, who we didn't see earlier, but he did play number 1 singles for boys. Now our number two doubles will be playing our number 1 doubles. I think this will also be another interesting match, since even though we didn't live stream it, but number 2 doubles for girls, they didn't have any struggle with number 2 doubles girls for South Pasadena.
And similar to Timothy and Guman, seems like the dynamic between Pauline and Caitlin is definitely very good. Seem like very good friends on and off the court.
Actually, what's even more amazing is that they only started practicing together this week. And
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's really been interesting because they're actually really both good players.
Mm-hmm.
And Pauline was actually one of those skilled freshmen that was taken onto the varsity team immediately this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just another sign that we'll see her coming back for the next 4 years, back on the varsity team, and really strengthening up the girls' side.
I can definitely see her making an impact on our team as a player in the future.
And I think based on the matches that we've seen so far, and even off the live streams, Arcadia has been winning. Not quite the competition that we were expecting from the very beginning, since Arcadia did beat them not by a lot last year, 13-8. Okay. Overall score for Arcadia is 13-2 for the entire game. with all of the matches so far encompassed altogether.
You know, last year our varsity team came out on top with a score of 13-8. Right now they're 13-2. So we're definitely going to see a larger gap this year between the two teams.
And I think especially since that our number ones were able to succeed against their number ones and number twos succeed against their number twos, overall, I really think that it will not be a problem for number one playing against number two. But we'll see about number two playing against number one, because that will be a little bit more difficult. And next we will be focusing on girls doubles. Girls doubles, Caroline and it looks like Eliza. And next we move on to our number two girls doubles. Playing against girls doubles, number one for South Pasadena. Very good smash on Pauline's part. Nice low serve by Caitlin.
Sends it back, and that's in. Great lift. Looks like South Pasadena High School so far isn't able to keep up with our Apaches.
And the score right now is 4-1 since Caitlin is on the even side. 6-1, I apologize. 7-1. 7-1 since Caitlin is located on the left side of the court. She has very consistent serves, and unlike South Pasadena, I think Arcadia is able to really use both players to cover the entire court. South Pasadena seems to have that difficulty. And smash. There we go. Nice placement by Caitlin, where none of the South Pasadena players were covering.
Also looks like the South Pasadena High School players don't have a very good connection with each other. Seems like they're lacking in communication.
Their backhand especially is not as strong as Arcadia's, and they're unable to return the smashes or even the clears located on the left side of the court. And the score is 10-1 for Arcadia.
Nice rally going on.
Yeah, Arcadia is really able to return all of those hits with ease, where it seems like South Pasadena is struggling a little bit, especially with the backhand. And that goes right into the next court over. And the current score is 11-1. Very nice smash by Pauline. For Arcadia.
Ooh, Great cross-court drop.
Very consistent serves by Caitlin. She's been serving, I think, almost probably 12 straight serves, and she's able to make it consistently over the net each time.
Looks like that's
Unfortunately,
a
that goes
bit out.
Good eye for South Pasadena, but not for Arcadia. And we do break that serving streak by Caitlin.
Seems like that was a bit of a trick shot. I think the South Pasadena player thought the birdie would go straight to her, but instead it went to the side. Pauline smashes that birdie straight in the middle of the court.
And South Pasadena was unable to communicate regarding that shot and unable to return it. Very good backhand smash. And we don't see that with South Pasadena, since it doesn't seem that they have like the same athletic agility, for lack of a better term, from Arcadia. The score is now 17 for Arcadia, since they are located on the left side of the court. And we do not know South Pasadena's score. 17-2. 17-2. And another smash for Pauline.
Now this game definitely seems like one of Arcadia's easier games. I think it's definitely going to be an easier win for Arcadia as opposed to the other games that we saw earlier.
Yeah, as mentioned before, the score for Arcadia, wow, very good smash. Very, very good. And it was very steep. As I was saying before, Arcadia right now has a score of 13-2, and that's really contrasted by the fact that last year we had a 13-8, and we're already more than halfway done with the match.
Yeah.
And I think that's really evidence of Arcadia's skill this year. Even stronger than last year, I would say. And yeah, girls doubles is really able to show their strengths here. And we start off with a second set.
Going on to their second set. See, nice serve by Caitlin. Arcadia gets
and the score
point.
Is now 1-0. That does go in, so the score is now 2-0. Unfortunately, that does go into the net, and South Pasadena gains another point, or gains a point. Some clears, and finally a drop. Another clear, and South Pasadena does miss it. The score is now 3-1.
South Pasadena High School's girls doubles players definitely are a bit lacking.
Another smash. We see Caitlin really showcase her ability right there. Our varsity captain. And straight into the net. Unable to return that rally that Pauline had started there.
Seems a bit like South Pasadena is a bit lacking in their skill as opposed to Arcadia. They're definitely not as powerful and definitely lacking communication. And as you can see, they don't have as much experience or skill.
Smash. There we go. Nice job by Pauline. South Pasadena does not seem very able to return all of these, even if they are clears, whether it be smashes, even by the net. One really good one. We don't really see how much net points. Mostly clears. And that does not make it. Another point for Arcadia.
Seems like
7-2.
Seems like Pauline and Caitlin are definitely very strong players. I believe they both train outside of school, as most of our other players do, and it really shows.
There we have another smash.
Very powerful.
Nine two. And we go to have another smash. Like I said before, South Pasadena does not really have that much, it seems, experience with backhand shots. Or even 10-2. The score is 10-2. Unfortunately, she does miss that by a little bit.
Not a big deal. Arcadia is by a lot, by 7 points.
(11-3). And we have another smash. There we go. Nice job. South Pasadena just seem to be losing a little bit of energy, a little bit of hope
definitely.
there. And Arcadia, let's see if they can even maybe perhaps expand the difference in points and bring them to another win. And that does go in. Nice shot by Pauline there. 13-3. South Pasadena doesn't have the same footwork ability that Arcadia does.
Definitely.
Arcadia, like I said before, like many of the other varsity players, is really able to utilize the entire court, dropping, clearing, smashing. 15-3 is the score right now, and right down the middle. South Pasadena doesn't also communicate very well. Not only do they not have the ability to move around everywhere, but also, straight to the body by Caitlin. Yeah, the score is now 17-3. And that goes straight out.
South Pasadena definitely is lacking in their footwork. I think that might be a reason why they're more hesitant to move around quicker and why they're more unwilling to take larger strides to cover the court.
Drop, but South Pasadena is unable to return it. And Pauline consistently is able to drop it to where they want, or shoot it where they are not. Nice placement.
One more point until we win.
And another drop right there. And
Looks like Arcadia wins. Great job from our girls.
21-3 is the final score for that second set, and they won that match with a 2-0. Very good plays by Arcadia. Not quite the competition that I think we were expecting, right?
Definitely not.
I think I expected the girls' doubles, especially, to be a little bit more competitive. And I do believe that was the #1 girls' doubles that we were playing here. And they certainly didn't even match our #2 doubles. So
Definitely,
I think that's
yeah.
really significant for their skill for Arcadia. And really, Arcadia is a really strong team in badminton. And like I said before, this team and program has only been existing for 4 years, and already being able to come on top of Alma League. And here we have another girls' doubles. I'm not sure if this is an official match, but it looks like it is an exhibition. We have senior Caroline playing with junior Eliza. And South Pasadena is not able to return that shot. Smash by Caroline. Very good. Straight down the middle, and South Pasadena was unable to return that. They are currently on the second set. I do believe that this is an exhibition since they are not officially on the playing roster. I do believe all of the courts going on right now are exhibition. And we will be checking the overall final score for Arcadia. As we have not seen the rest of our mixed pairings play, I do believe that all of these matches right now are exhibition, just giving a little bit of chance for the rest of the guys to and the girls to kind of warm up and take a break for their official matches that will be coming up soon. Earlier, our exhibition match with Caroline and Eliza was an exhibition match, and that turned out to be a win. But right now we have Court B, and that is an official match with Felicia and Adrian, both juniors. And right now we just received news that the final or the overall score right now is 14 for Arcadia and 3 for 16-3. 16-3, I apologize, for Arcadia and 3 for South Pasadena. And this game just does start. They are just starting the first set now.
Great movement on the court so far. The game just started, but there's definitely a lot of energy going on. Unfortunately, South Pass smashes it right into the net. Looks like that was out. South Pasadena gets the point.
Okay, so we do have a score of 2-2 for South Pasadena and Arcadia.
Great return.
Adrian is able to cover that.
Definitely utilizing both ends of the court.
And a serve for Felicia. And Felicia is not able to return that. Serve for South Pasadena. Very powerful smash by South Pasadena, and that point does go straight to them, and the score right now is 6-3. Very good eye by Adrian.
And he serves.
That was in, unfortunately, for Arcadia, and South Pasadena serves.
Arcadia gets the win.
Oh, they are playing number 3 mixed. And a nice drop by South Pasadena. South Pasadena 8. And we're looking at another.
Ooh, looks like that was a bit too high. Player from South Pass was able to smash that right back at Arcadia.
Good idea, but it didn't get over the net, straight into the net. That point does go straight to South Pasadena, 9-5. Point to South Pasadena. Clear straight to the back, and good placement.
Great communication. Wow, very impressed by Adrian and Felicia.
And that hits just the edge of his racket, going straight to South Pasadena at that point.
Although Arcadia didn't win that rally, it was definitely still a great rally.
For Adrian and Felicia, they've been playing quite a while, so I think that their chemistry on the court, and probably because playing together for a while, they're able to sort of know where each other are going on the court, and that really plays into how well they're doing right now. Not right now, but how they are playing. Yes. The score is 12-8, and Arcadia is losing. Very good shot by Adrian. He's able to hit it straight to the backcourt. And straight into the net by Arcadia, but
South Pasadena gets the point.
I think unlike the girls' doubles that we've seen before on this court, on the second court, is that this pairing seems to be able to really make use of the bird and really move it around, unlike the girls' doubles that we saw earlier, where they were more stationary in their footwork.
Unfortunately, Arcadia hits that straight into the net. Again, Arcadia hits it straight into the net. I think Arcadia still has time to catch up. It's only the first set.
That point does go straight to South Pasadena. And Adrian does completely miss that shot. And that does result in a loss for Arcadia in the first set. And yes, they did lose that first set for Arcadia. Oh, I apologize. Adrian and Felicia are actually mixed 1, so that they can play against mixed 2 later. So that they can play against mixed 2 right now. And Adrian was unable to return that shot. Nice smash by South Pasadena.
That was definitely a very fast and powerful one.
I think one thing that these two teams have in common is that they seem to be playing more double style than mixed when the guy serves in the back. I don't know if it's working out for both of them, but we'll see how it goes. And that just straight hit to Adrian, and he's unable to return that. Good smash on South Pasadena's part. South Pasadena is also very consistent, it seems like.
Additionally, South Pass has one left-handed player and one right-handed player oftentimes that can actually cause confusion.
But it doesn't seem like they have that here, which is really
surprisingly
a good thing for them.
Yeah,
and a bad thing for Arcadia, of course.
Surprisingly, they're not hitting or swinging at the same time, which is definitely pretty good. I think they lack a little bit in communication as compared to Adrian and Felicia, but overall, not too bad as we can see as the game goes on. Ooh,
and
that was close.
That was a very fun rally. Adrian was pushed to the front, but South Pasadena saw an opening in the back.
I'm also very impressed by Adrian's reaction time. Got up very quickly after he fell. Looks like that's out.
I think that also the thing with badminton especially is that a lot of your hits, especially when you're returning a smash, they become very instinctive. It has to be when it's happening so quickly and the birdie flies so fast. You really just have to have your racket there, and it's more by chance than anything that you can return it. And practice, of course. That was out, according to South Pasadena. And that service also does not go over.
Good eye. Good eye by South Pasadena to send that to the way corner.
Very close for Felicia. Good idea, but not quite. Another good smash by South Pasadena. South Pasadena really has the ability, at least for this pairing, to smash consistently. And that backhand does not go over straight into the net. Point for Arcadia. and the score currently is 12-6. I think Arcadia actually really needs to bring it back in order to save this match, because they did lose the first set after all. And it's really up to them to kind of make a comeback, if you will.
I feel like Arcadia has made more careless mistakes. We're definitely not lacking in skills. We both know that Adrian and Felicia are very well trained and very skillful, very dexterous players. However, I think it's just careless mistakes. Maybe today's an off day for them where they're just missing, just like that. Just missing carelessly, just making careless mistakes.
I think they also just really need to communicate more. As you can see, they're mostly just standing in the middle and they're not moving, expanding to the rest of the sides of the court to cover more space. And whereas contrastly, South Pasadena is really able to use everything. And that was in. So good for Arcadia. And Felicia serves.
Ooh, looks like Felicia dropped that a little too high. South Pass was able to smash that back.
Good placement by Adrian, and South Pasadena was really unable to receive that. I think looking directly to the backhand, the other team or whoever's hitting does get that advantage, because it's not always certain that the backhand is reliable. And again, this South Pasadena has another backhand drop shot, and I think we've actually seen that more than once, especially by this pairing.
Although the score is 17-10 right now, I'm still hopeful that Arcadia can pull through and perhaps win the set. Again, we see some careless mistakes. Adrian and Felicia are definitely very capable players. I think just today might be an off day for them.
I think they actually both really need to communicate more. They seem to both be standing mainly towards the center of the court rather than everywhere else, like I said before. And Felicia serves once again.
Communication seems to be going down. Earlier in the game, seemed like they were talking more, they were interacting more. Now it seems like, it's not really there, not as present.
And earlier we just saw another backhand shot by South Pasadena.
Yeah.
And another one.
Yeah. That was out, though.
It was very, very close. But Arcadia calls it out, and we have a score of a game point 12. And unless Arcadia can really push it right now, they're going to lose this second set. Yes, nice job, Adrian. Smash.
Birdie goes back to Arcadia. Maybe Arcadia can pull through.
We're really on the edge right now, 20-12. And leaves that open.
Yeah, let's go, Arcadia.
Good placement by Adrian. They're able to continue this set. Let's go, Felicia. Nice job. And South Pasadena hits it straight into the net. It looks like we're making a bit of a comeback.
It's definitely very good for Arcadia. However, Pasadena just needs to get one more point and they'll win the set. So everyone's definitely very on edge. There's definitely a lot of tension going on.
Score is 13-20. Since they're standing on the left side of the net, that was 13. And once again, good placement by Arcadia. Push to the backcourt.
Yeah, Arcadia is definitely making a big comeback. They've won each rally so far.
Especially since they're really pressed right now.
Yeah.
Lots of pressure, and unfortunately that does go out. This is still... And we are switching over to... Oh no, I apologize. We are still on this court. And
looks like this is game point.
And it's still 2016. Another point for Arcadia, and we have 17-20. Adrian serves. And he clears it, opening it up for a drop shot. And another, but that goes straight into the net. Some more luck for Arcadia, but we'll see if they will be able to push 3 more points to match with South Pasadena. Once again, they were on edge here. They did win, they did lose the first set.
Wow, Arcadia's really climbing fast.
We are 19-20. And here we go. Oh, nice shot by
20-20.
Adrian. 21-19 was the final score. They won by 2. Very, very close. And finally, we are on to the third set. What do you think of that game right there?
Definitely a lot of tension. Arcadia was, Arcadia was definitely lacking during the beginning. However, we really pulled through. Adrian and Felicia really, really, really shined towards the end.
Yeah, I totally agree, actually. The second set was where they really came back and saw kind of how South Pasadena was able to play and really use their weaknesses to their ability. And right now we can see the coaches giving them some added advice, see if they can bring it back even more the third set.
You can tell that Adrian and Felicia are very content, very thankful that they were able to win that second set, tying them with South Pasadena.
Yeah, it was very, very close.
Yeah. That was a very unexpected turnout, to be honest,
Yeah, I think they were able to make a comeback, and that's
Very impressive.
Yeah, very impressive.
Coach is just giving them pep talk, little more motivation. I think Felicia and Adrian are definitely able to win this game. Arcadia gets the first point. The score is Arcadia 1, South Pasadena 0. One to one.
We have a score of 1-1. And South Pasadena calls that out. And 2-1.
Wow, great skill.
Yeah, very good use of the court. We see Arcadia's footwork is really putting into use here.
Adrian's definitely very fast, moving left, right, very quickly. Again, his reaction time is extremely good.
Yeah, maybe all of those, hours are paying off during practice. Once again, oh, very good. And straight into the net, unfortunately. Good idea, but it didn't go over. Seems that South Pasadena is going back to classic mixed pairing. Mixed strategies. Yes, where the guy serves in the back, and that goes in. Yes, that's a correct call by South Pasadena. He does call it in, as it rightly should be. And Felicia serves.
Ooh,
Nice
that was
smash
close.
by South Pasadena.
Felicia almost had it, almost got it.
The score is 5-3, Pasadena, and 6-3 for South Pasadena again.
We're just a few points behind. However, I think we can totally make a comeback again.
And another drop, and Felicia is unable to get that one.
We see a lot of drops and stuff. However, net play, or we see a lot of drops from further away, but we don't see as much net play.
And, a little bit of miscommunication right there, but the score is 9-3 for those of you watching. And we reserve. They reserve.
Wow,
Oh,
great
very good
smash.
Felicia's a little bit slow to return that, but very good smash on Adrian's part.
Very
And
impressive.
The score is 10-3 now.
Very impressive that South Pasadena returned that cross-court
A little
smash.
bit of miscommunication there. It was almost a double shot by both Adrian and Felicia. Adrian actually missed it by very little. And we have a 4-10 for Arcadia. Once again, we're seeing more network.
Yeah.
I mean, not network, but like
Or-
net play
Mhm.
on Arcadia's part. And
Earlier there wasn't as much. Now we see more.
11-5. 5 for Arcadia.
Adrian's doing a lot of cross-court shots. I think it's good.
May really making the guy run.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot by Adrian.
Really testing his. Adrian's really testing South Pasadena's endurance. You know, he's making
And
the male player run back and forth.
yeah,
back
we
and
have
forth.
7-11 for Arcadia. Oh, once again, cross shots. Very good placement. Very, very good placement on Adrian's part. Really making the guy run. And another serving opportunity for Felicia. We have 8-11. That was
like-
not such a good drop.
Yeah. Looks like it was a bit too high. Gave the opportunity for South Pasadena to smash it at her.
That was a very close. Ooh. Little bit of hesitation there. Very good, very good.
Let's go, Adrian. He's doing well.
Unfortunately, that does go out. That was a really interesting, very fun rally to watch. 13-8. Very
Wow.
by Adrian. And that was kind of set up for him by
Yeah.
South Pasadena, who's gave him quite an easy shot, actually.
Serve was, I think the serve that Adrian smashed wasn't deep enough. So it was just kind of right in the middle, and it was high enough.
Ooh, cross court, nice job. And straight into the net. A lot of good footwork and using of the court there. And we have 10-4.
Communication going on.
Ooh, nice, nice. And that
That's
goes
out.
out. Good eye by Adrian, able to see that that was going to be out. And I think they're actually making quite a comeback right now. And once again, good eye by Arcadia. And we continue with 12-14. Earlier, yeah, they were down by, I think, was it 8-7 points?
Earlier
Yeah.
there was a lot larger gap.
But now, like, they only have a difference of 2. No, I apologize, 3, 15-12. And
Score's
now,
definitely
Yeah.
still very close.
Yeah,
I think
13.
Arcadia can get the W.
13-15.
Oh,
Very good
almost.
smash by South Pasadena, but no return.
Both players, or all players from both teams, definitely seem very tired, very exhausted. This is a very heated match.
I know this third match, third set is very interesting to watch. Both of them are quite evenly matched and really playing it out for that win. And right now, even though we're at 16-3,
Adrian almost had it.
these are our last 2 games. Since our score right now is 16-3, but essentially, I think that Arcadia really has this win in the bag. Another win for Arcadia. And right now, before this game, actually, our league score was 11-0. And our overall record right now is 11-0. So if we add this in, it'll be 12-0, which is even more impressive.
Adrian has Felicia's back, as we saw. Ooh,
Ooh,
almost.
nice cross
Adrian
court by South
slides
Pasadena, but he
across the court.
slides across the court in an effort to make that point.
Unfortunately,
South Pasadena does win that, finishing it off with the third set.
Looks like there's also a hole in Adrian's pants now from sliding.
Really? I cannot see that. Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah, from that slide.
But yeah, that was a very fun match to watch.
Mhm.
Even if they did lose, they did make a really good comeback in the second one, trying their best.
Unfortunately, they couldn't get that
All the way.
win.
I agree.
However, I'm still very proud of our Apaches. Great job.
And yes, great job. And it looks like that we are nearly done. And I believe the final score is 17-4, a win for Arcadia. We'll just receive some confirmation on that.
This is a terrific improvement. Last year, varsity came out on top with 13-8. Now we're 17-4.
Yeah,
Very
the
impressive.
final score from earlier was 17-4, and another win for Arcadia. And I think our league record right now is 12-0, like I said
12-0.
Very, very great. And for APN, we see all of them lined up, and there is our captain, Kevin Yu. Very cool. And here we just see them receiving, just cheering off South Pasadena. One thing I want to say is we all expected South Pasadena to once again be another competitive match, but really that was not the case this year.
Yeah.
If you remember me saying earlier, it was, what is it? It was 13-8 last year, and South Pasadena had 8 wins. But this year we see only, so maybe it is South Pasadena, I think, maybe has gotten worse, but also Arcadia has had increased skill as well, and new abilities with new members on the team.
Definitely. Arcadia has definitely improved a lot. You know, from 4 years ago, they're improving more and more every single year. It's very impressive.
Okay, so thank you so much for tuning into our live stream today. And this wraps up our badminton team's game against South Pasadena High School. We won again with a score of 17-4. And our overall score in league as of now is 12-0. We are continuing our journey to the league title yet again, hopefully. And hopefully APN will be back to stream our CIF matches. So
if you want to see more of our content, check us out on our social media platforms at Apache News or at our website at apachenews.ausd.net. You'll definitely want to stay updated with us because we'll be having many more live streams, And thank you again for joining us. This has been Natalie.
And I'm Christy from Varsity Badminton.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.
Thank you.
You guys are wrapped up so quickly. They wanted to end on you guys today. You never had
Wait, we never did the recap for Gloria.